Hello, I'm Benson and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you an action camera, but before we get into that, let's get the boring stuff out of the way. This is not a sponsor video. Amazon Wine program sent this to me for free for review, not DJI, so I can't say good or bad things about this. I love electronics and I love gadgets and cameras, and I have no brand loyalty. So filming me right now is the Osmo Pocket 3 paired with the wireless mic, and I have been using that for the last 20 or 30 videos, and you know, that is amazing. I've been flying the DJI drone as well. So the Pocket 3 is so good that I no longer use my big camera for my YouTube video. Obviously the image quality did suffer a bit because it's still not a full frame sensor, but to be honest with you, the content is more important than quality on my channel, and I hope you guys agree too. So the DJI Osmo Action 4, it has been around for some time now. At the moment, they have a crazy offer of minus 32%. Now this is not planned, I had this for a couple of weeks now, I still haven't opened it. So lowest price in 30 days on Amazon is £188.76, and that is really cheap. The listed price used to be £279, but I understand there is a Action 5 out already. It has a better LCD display and it has built-in storage, so everything's slightly better, but I don't know how much better it is. If they do send me one, I can do a comparison. Let's open the box and show you what your £188 can buy. Now the box is really small. I mean, I have a Insta360 Ace Pro 2 here. Obviously this one have a flip-up screen, kind of similar type of camera. I will have an unboxing video and review of this very soon. This one can do 8K and AI power and all that, which is quite different, and I love my Insta360 X4 for holiday and such. DJI do make very user-friendly camera, but the box is a bit smaller than the competitors. Let's have a look. So inside the box you have a DJI forum card or DJI store with a QR code just to get you into the shop, I guess, maybe for some support. And then you have the DJI Action camera. It comes with a lens cap with a protection sticker. Very typical action camera format. I do like the rough texture. I did complain about GoPro before where they have like smooth plastic, or other action camera in the matter of fact. Now this one here, the plastic is kind of a texture surface. So this is right out of the box. Now this one here is supposed to be able to dunk in water as such. They do recommend you to use a waterproof case if you are going to stay in water for a while. Once all the opening is closed, it's supposed to be waterproof up to a certain depth. Now inside here you got your battery compartment as well as the SD card slot, and that's it. Press to reveal the USB port on the side, and in the other box you got your cable. So you got your USB-C to USB-C cable. Now nowadays gadgets doesn't come with a charger anymore. You have to buy your own. Now this one here, you can do PD fast charging, so we do recommend you to use a fast charger, not your normal phone charger. Although you can, they are usually backward compatible. And in this bag you get the rest of the stuff. So let's go to the battery first, because we want to power up the camera now. So this is a lithium battery of 1770 milliamp hour. You also got a cage which help to protect the frame of the camera. The front and back obviously is open. You do need to let light into the lens, but I'm not sure how much protection this one actually gives the camera. I think you just slide it into place, then lock it down. So this is with the protective cage. The front lens, I think you can twist on and off. Yeah, so the front lens you can actually twist and turn. So you can twist and take it off. But let's put it on before any dust get in. And make sure you turn it tight, because this is part of the waterproof sealed. So how do you mount it onto a let's say a pole or a camera mount? So it comes with this little plastic hooking device, and that's supposed to clip onto the bottom of the camera, and it's magnetic as well. So you know, that is really fun, and it's a physical latch, so it shouldn't come off easily, but it has magnet as well. The magnet makes it doesn't want to get let go. Yeah, it's really strange. The magnet is really strong. And then you push it to click it in place, and now you have a mount for any of those GoPro accessories or other camera mounts that you might have. And then it also comes with a temporary lens hood. So they were saying that if the front lens is broken, which they expect you to do so if it is action camera, you can put this on top just so that nothing scratch the lens itself. Now this one here, I think is a empty opening without glass. So this is just a ring. And then you got 4 washers here. I don't know what is this for. But we're gonna figure out what that is for. So that's it. So a very quick unboxing. I'm going to get an SD card, put it in there, and then have a look. This magnet is really strong, but at the same time, quite annoying. So let's power this up. Oh, screen locked. So brand new machine, you always have to go through the setup. So, yep, English. Scan the QR code to download the Mimo app. So if you have the DJI Mimo app already downloaded, like I do, as soon as you log on to your app, you will present it with a device connection because it sends there is 2 cameras nearby, my Pocket 3 and obviously the Action 4. So all I need to do is press connect. And then it will ask me to check device number just to match the 2 number which is on your devices. And then I have to press accept on the camera. And by the way, this is touchscreen on both the front and the back, which is pretty amazing. Term of use, I didn't read it, but I agreed it anyway. And sure, Bluetooth is connected. Allow access. So for £22, you can buy a DJI Care Refresh plan. So if anything breaks, then they replace it for you. But for me, I'm quite careful with my camera, so I am just going to skip that part. So the first part of the app is to show you how it works. It tells you the button function. So you got your shutter and record function, quick switch function, and then this touch screen on the back. And then you can do live streaming on this, download file directly rather than export file to your mobile. Oh, straight to upload firmware. It's 165 megabyte. Let's download it and install it. This is the boring part of any tech at the moment. Anything they sent out depends on how quickly or how soon you bought it, because as soon as they hit the market, there is so many user report, and then they straight away update the firmware. So very likely nowadays that any gadgets that you buy, the first like 5-10 minutes, instead of playing with it straight away out of the box, you'll be doing the boring stuff like waiting for firmware update as such. And this part usually is quite delicate. I mean, if you started the firmware update and you halfway cut power or anything problem, then usually you can break your machine. When I say break, I don't mean breaking it, I mean break, as in like tons of brick, or like a building brick. Basically, you corrupt the software and then it no longer works, and the only way to fix it is send it back to the manufacturer, and it's a pain in the bum. So as you can see, this is an action camera with a front display. So if you're filming yourself, this is quite adequate in terms of seeing how yourself is framed in the picture. But unfortunately, this is only a square, not a 16:9 or 9:16 format. Now this camera, you can actually shoot sideways or vertical, just like most of the action camera on the market right now, cater for people who actually make contents for their phone. Horizontal balancing, rock steady plus, rock steady and off. So when you turn the stabilization off, obviously there's no stabilization, and you can see like, you know, it's crazy or earthquake if you shake the camera around. Rock steady. Now rock steady requires the picture to be kind of cropped. So it does need some space for the stabilization to work. So you lose some of the, you lose some of your frame. So you can see my face is now a lot closer to the unit. And when I shake it like this, the camera will try to stabilize it, but I tend not to use that. So 16:9, so you have to change the format. I see. So 4K 4:3, so 4K 16:9, and you can do 120. That's crazy. So this one can do rock steady and at 4K 120. That's crazy. But we're going to test it out. Right, so you got exposure, auto, color is normal 10-bit, field of view, standard, derub, wide angle, standard, wide. So it depends on how much view that you get more. Dewarp, image adjustment, as if if you want to change it. Sound, so noise reduction off, wind noise reduction, let's switch it off. Mono stereo, you can connect your you can connect the DJI mic to the GoPro. You can connect the DJI mic to the Action 4, and it's actually highly recommended into doing so. I got the essential package, so it doesn't come with a mic, but I think the mic will be a very good investment because I'm using it right now, but with the Pocket 3. I think it loses focus if it is too close. Because for action camera, I think it's usually fixed focused. So very close. Very far. Well, not very far, but far. And in the middle. And you can also change the size and all that, I guess. So format, JPEG and RAW. Oh, you can do RAW. Okay. So you can do a 40mm equivalent lens or 10mm, which is wide angle. Photo, I guess 14 standard will be good for me because I'm taking things right in front. Auto exposure, black, white balance. So let's charge up the battery and do a side-by-side comparison with one of these cameras right here. Now, apology, my charger is actually upside down, so it is showing about 28 watts at the moment. So this is like a PD, so this is fast charging. There you go, a little over 10 minutes, and it's already topped it up to 96%. Now, since I'm an impatient person, I'm just going to leave it at 97%. So this is a quick video test on the DJI Action 4. The footage you should be seeing is of myself. This is a selfie using the front screen to help me to frame myself. I will cut in and out of the audio from the DJI Action 4 as well as the mini mic, so you can hear the difference. In my studio, this is full lighting, so there should be no problem with lighting condition whatsoever. And the camera is mounted on a little handheld tripod for stabilization, but I will actually move it around later on in the garden as well, just to capture some action camera footage. But what you can see is exactly what I will use this camera for. It's really handy to have the front display, because then you can frame yourself properly. Although it's really tiny right now, but bit of a dark conditions right over this side. So I've got my RGB cloud on top here, and now I'm about 6-7 meters away. But to test out a action camera, there's no point having it on the stand. We should take it outside and have a go at some action. So I got the DJI Pocket 3 Osmo, and I got the DJI Action 4, and they are now side by side mounted on my homemade selfie stick. You can see my hand extending out at the moment, so this is arm's length away. And I will tell you at the end which one is which, because you guys are actually seeing it side by side or cutting in and out at the moment. So my face is now should be all dark, but yeah. So I'm looking at the small screen on the camera. You will never. So looking at the small screen on the camera, you can never tell if you're in focus or not. So that is a lot happened with my Pocket 3. Let me touch my face again to make sure. Because I never know how well the autofocus is. So with my EOS R, that will never be a problem because they track your eye and they have really good focusing. But with a small camera like this, even though the sensor is a lot bigger now, but still, focusing is still an issue. But with the Action 4, there shouldn't be any issue because that is a kind of a fixed focus kind of a camera thing. But you don't get the bokeh or the blurred background kind of effect. If I go in front of the mirror, then you can see a bit more of what's happening here. This is the little gadget that I have. Look, my hand is unnaturally bent at the moment. But yeah, I try to hold it close to my face so I can actually walk around with it. I'm going to make you guys dizzy a bit. So both of these cameras have to serve a purpose, which is kind of in motion. When you are moving, you should be quite steady. Now, if I use my phone if I'm using my phone to film this kind of thing and turn off the stabilization, you probably get a really, really bad headache right now. But I will have to wait until I edit the footage to see what it actually looks like in real. So that's the good thing about having a little screen in the front. Woo! What the fuck? Yeah, so that's the good thing about having a little screen, so you can actually frame yourself to make sure that you are right in the middle. And the Pocket 3 have a 16:9 format, so you can see yourself really clear out of the frame, whereas the DJI Action 4 has a little square, so hopefully my face is in the middle all the time. Not too sure. It's not particularly sunny day. Oh, I changed my mind. Well, it's quite sunny today, so that was a bit of a dark transition into brightness. Off a flight at the moment. That's my solar panel soaking up the evening sun. Now the gimbal on the Pocket 3 does need to follow a bit faster, but you can change that setting on the gimbal. I made this box so the door open and the robot will come out and mow the grass for me. Now the way the robot works is that there is a wire hidden underneath the ground going all the way around my garden. All the way around. Back in the shed. Oh, back in the robot garage so that the robot knows where to stop. And it will be happily chugging away for about half an hour, 45 minutes, and then go back to the garage by itself. Right, back in the studio, so let's do some low light testing. So now I'll turn off the main light. Still got bright LED at the back. Now on the screen, the Pocket 3 kind of dimmed a lot, whereas the Action 4 is still very bright. It could be just a setting, because don't forget the Pocket 3, I'm using it in my studio most of the time, so I might have set the iOS a bit lower. RGB cloud. Wow, it's very bright on the Action 4 and not very bright on the Pocket 3. So I should have enough footage for a short video comparison. Leave in the comment section and let me know what you want to see between these two. I'm not in a hurry to sell the Action 4 just yet, because I did wanted the camera in my arsenal of things to do, because if I'm going on holiday, there's no way I'm going to dip the Pocket 3 in water, because one dip and it's a goner. Whereas the Action 4, I can actually go in the swimming pool and have fun by the seaside and that kind of thing, and you don't need to worry about destroying the camera with just a little splash of water. I also want to do a comparison of the Action 4 with the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. Obviously I can't compare all the cameras like the one I did previously, because now I have one additional camera. But yeah, leave it in the comment section and let me know what you want to see about this camera. What do you want me to test next? For me, this is not a technical review. There's tons of technical videos out for these two cameras already. I just want to show you what my personal experience is and how I find the camera myself. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to share, like and subscribe to my channel to help me grow. The bigger my channel, the more gadgets that I get to play with, the more I can share with you guys in 4K video. I'm so close to 10K subscriber right now, so thank you very much, and I can't wait to see you next time with more interesting gadgets. Bye bye. Benson's on a mission, rising to the top.